Into the enemy base, as we saw from that
There we go. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing? Ugh. Hair is not in the best state today. Jesus. Let's eat. Let's enjoy the last little bit of this series. Smolder. Only 8,000 gold behind, and about to be even more. Alright, Zion's dead. Yep. Alright, come on, boys. Close this shit out cleanly. Alright, guys. There's no way Red can contest this. Alright, come on, boys. Yo. What up? I forgot I need to put my dashboard thing up here. Fix all the stream stuff. There we go. There's that. Let me load up. The sweet taste of victory. Come on. Bang. Let me edit the YouTube stream real quick. There we go. Edit the YouTube stream. This is a gaming League of Legends. We'll go live. There we go. All right, let's get this dub. Come on, close it out. Oh my god. Cassio's about to shred this. Oh, he disrupted the ult. All right, close this shit out cleanly. Come on. Yep. 2 for 3 is a little wild, but nope. Yeah. Great W from Ziggs. Oh my god. Yep, this is a free Baron. Do I have a champagne with that meal? Nah. We got content we got to film after this. We got a bunch of shit we got to do. So I will celebrate later, but the content grind does not stop. So at the VKS? Yeah. But look, this locks us for Worlds. And honestly, I'm not worried about VKS either. Oh, you okay, Luna? Here. You about the tiny piece of chicken. There. Uh-oh. Bye-bye, Sejuani. Never mind, he got out. Nope. River? Oh! There we go. End this shit. Shopify was not great. GG's. Come on. Alright, let's get this. Non-copyright music to celebrate? I wish. I ain't trying to get in trouble. Let's go to photo stream. See if this. I need a picture with River on there, or with Quid. I need a picture with River. There we go. That's good enough. There we go. Damn. Let's watch this live. Riot got a problem with it. That's their problem. For now.
Thanks for the people cheering us and enjoying our gameplay, and yeah, I'm just happy we can keep showing our game.
So, yeah, let's hear it for Quid. How did you feel about the actual series today? Because, you know, coming in, I think people were thinking, you know, Red Canids
Come on.
pretty strong against Shopify. They were able to take them down. Kaze had a really good series there, but today it just felt like you were in complete control. You know, even in some difficult situations like the Silas game where Orianna got first blood at level 1, you were able to really take over in a lot of these games.
To be honest, I was quite scared because, yeah, Kaze looks pretty scary in Shopify series, and game 1, I tried to land my spell on Azure, and I missed some of the spells, and I feel like, oh, this
Hey, Con, thank you, man.
I was a bit nervous, but after we won
We
game one,
absolutely take
I was
this
nervous,
dub.
and, yeah, we played pretty good, I think.
So how are you feeling about the next potential matchup then? You're going to be going to Texas, you're going to be going to World, but you're still playing for the LTA finals here. So you have a chance to play against VKS. That will obviously be on Saturday. Have you thought at all about that matchup yet, or what you think about that team?
I think BK is way stronger than Red, in my opinion, and I think it's going to be fun series.
Oh, he's saying
We're gonna be
BKS
really
was way
looking
stronger than
forward
Red.
to it. Congratulations,
Interesting.
Quid. Great performance from you. Let's hear it for Quid one more time. Back to Lounge.
I mean, I'm still not nervous about VKS at all, but
Thanks, Azael. We just saw that scoreline, 29, 1, and 26. One death in the whole series for Quid.
Yeah,
Quid
that's
died
really
one time that entire fucking series? What?
His games were until I saw that stat line.
Yeah, he had a 25 stack Mejai's in games 1 and 2, and then Cassio in the game 3. But we were talking about Doka just now while we wait on the player of the series vote to get tallied. Doka's not going to win player of the series. He's not even going to win like best player in 100 Thieves. But I was shocked that 100 Thieves went from a 1-6 game record in Split 3, and now they've played 7 best of 5s. 5 of them have been elimination best of 5s. They've won all of them aside from the one loss they had to FlyQuest, which wasn't an elimination best of 5. Like, the turnaround of the team has been incredible.
Yeah, I think that's really, like,
I
teams
wanna
should look at this
pay
and
10K
rethink
for a
the way
Silas.
that- the way that they build rosters, because Dokla hasn't been on a team, you know, for
Get out
I
of here,
think
you
most of
stupid
the year, if
fucking-
not the whole year.
Yep.
And
Bot bullshit.
the way he came onto this team, you think he's the best top player in the league. They went from being a non-contender to now being second place, going to Worlds. Inspired in the interview was actually saying how he thinks that it's going to be a close series. It's going to be a tough series against 100 Thieves. He did
I
play
agree.
100 Thieves to
I
win,
think it's going to
and
be a
he thinks
very
he's gonna
close
see them in
series
the
between
final.
FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. I really do.
But this team is good.
Back to back.
And the
Hey,
value that Dokla has
wouldn't have had it any other way.
has been like astronomical for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and you pointed out...
And we ain't
in
gonna
the
be here
scouting
next
report
year.
Today, he was weak siding the whole time, right? Level 1 lane swaps.
We ain't
they're
even gonna be here
diving
next
the other
year.
side while he's tanking dives every single time. But then he still managed
Unbelievable.
to find impact in the game. So wanted to shout out Dokla. He's not player of the series. Quid is the player of the series. That's the thing we haven't been doing a very good job of hiding. 29, 1, and 26. Almost 1,000 damage per minute. 1 pentakill, 1 solo kill. Can't really say enough good things about Quid.
So what I want to point out for Quid is like game 3, obviously very dominating. He got the 4 kills early on Cassio and completely.
I mean,
sold
how
out.
can you beat
But
him?
game
I mean,
2,
I'm upset that
this
we're
game
going, but
was not easy for him.
middle
to play.
finger to
The
Riot
Orianna
on
got first
the way
blood
out.
level 1,
Exactly.
Came back with boost.
Fuck 'em.
That is very, very important. in
Fuck
the
'em on the
matchup
way
when
out.
You have to hit your E's and your Q's in lane. So
Coulda
he-
kept
he
us.
fell
That was all
behind
your
early in the
choice.
lane
I get
based
why
on
you
the
didn't,
1 kill,
but-
but he was able to weather the storm, scale, and it seemed like after he got those few kills on the Otacon fight, he had fights like this where he completely took over the game, kept stealing Xin Zhao ulti, making space for his team, and You got rewarded. You got his first penta.
Yeah, team.
To be fair,
definitely
not their
saved
choice
it
to
for him
leave. I
in
will
the
keep
end.
reminding people
That's
that.
one thing about Quid is when he does have that big advantage, he pushes
Riot
the
found their
limits
buyer.
really far. He'll fly into people, 2v4, 1v4.
I'm waiting for Nate
Yeah,
Shot
that's
to
kinda what
say.
it looks like in game. Just
100
a
T
giant
wanted
buff
out.
dude,
They
which
wanted
is
the
a
money.
big
They didn't want out. There's a
juxtaposition with the guy
difference.
we see interviewing on stage in his second language. He's been so incredible. Let's pull up our Samsung SSD Fast 5 for this
Trust me, you
week
don't
as we
wanna
are
fight
going
me
to
on
head
this
to
one
Dallas
right
next
now.
week for finals weekend. Gakos, I think nice to see him on top fastest 100 CS. I thought he played really well coming in a tough situation.
That might have been the.
Do we know
idea
who the
game.
buyer
Maybe
is?
the
No.
earlier game, he had like 99 CS. You pointed it out at like 930, so he probably got that last piece of CS. That's insane CSing. Inspired 557. Not surprised about that. But we also have some LTA
God
people on
damn.
here too. We have Trimby 719 for the fastest item transformation.
Not shady as fuck.
And fastest kill.
Who's left
Red
that
Cannon's
wouldn't
not
be shady
surprised,
as
very
fuck?
explosive
I mean,
team.
come on.
Yeah, I love seeing 3 mid laners under 10
God,
minutes.
it
for
feels
fastest legendary
good.
item. That's actually pretty
Thank you,
rare to
Lifex.
even have a single player under 10 minutes. Some bloody high gold games. Also remember, upgrade your storage and load games fast so you can play more and wait less with Samsung SSDs. You can scan the QR code on screen or head to Samsung.com to learn more. With that being said, it's been really great to have you on, ThinkCard.
No, I
Bringing
want-
so much insight. I love the scouting that you gave us. This
There
is the
we
bracket
go.
that we're going to have for next week, and I'm going to get your predictions real quick for this one. We have VKS versus 100 Thieves. That's going to be Saturday, September 27th.
Oh,
Fly Quest to
God,
win
this-
the winner
this
in the
series is gonna
finals.
hit
What
like
do you think
crack.
is going to be happening in the
Would I
lower
eat a
bracket
full
finals
cheesecake
in
if they
Japan?
won?
This
Yeah.
is going to be a really interesting one because even 100 Thieves in the
You get mad
interview, they
kick money,
said,
though?
they
That's
think
Nate Shot's
that
money. It's not
VKS
100
is
Thieves
a much
money.
stronger team than Red. I think VKS
There's
has
a
much
very
better
clear distinction
macro,
between
and
personal
they
money
do have
and
very
brand
good
money.
explosive team fighting as well. So it is going to be more of a test for 100 Thieves. I think it's going to be a really close one. To be honest, I can see it going either way.
Well, I will eat.
Inspired
I won't eat a
differently
full
predicted 100
cheesecake,
Thieves to
but
win.
I will have
But the amount of respect
the
that,
biggest
Quid
celebration
gave
when we
to
beat
VKS
FlyQuest,
makes
or
it
if we
seem to
beat
me that they
FlyQuest.
scrimmed a little bit, and it wasn't easy playing against VKS.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. FlyQuest is going to be very confident. I think their biggest fear would be overconfidence because they've already 3-0'd both of these teams in best of fives within the last month. But I do feel like waiting in the upper bracket when the other team gets stadium experience in that game one can end up being a bit of a disadvantage. So
Yep.
we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Also, if we're looking at the
That's
year,
gonna be the theme of the
Split
rendezvous
won.
this week.
They did choke a little bit in playoffs. They didn't even make it to the
200
finals.
Thieves.
Yeah, 200 Thieves. And Split 2 they did well, so now it's Split 3 again. And so
I wanna
they
go and
definitely
look
have
at the
that in their
stage
head.
records.
I think that they're
Celebrate
not gonna disrespect,
Worlds
but something
since
that
I
they
just
have
won.
to-
I'm gonna film content.
that they need to perform
That's
the
my
way they normally
celebration.
do.
Oh, there's the
It
light
is
phone.
expected that they win, but
Hey,
when
what's
something's
up?
expected, you do get a little bit less dopamine from
Good.
it, and you start to kind of get these thoughts in your
How
head
about
of like, oh, like, is it going to happen again? Are we not going to perform again?
Yeah, for sure. 80% winner on the year. Domestic Big Five guys have been super dominant. One more announcement. Tier 2 playoffs have also finished, and the teams facing
Alright,
the skies
I'm gonna be
reserves
busy with
have been
content, so.
decided. So for the LTA North, the challenges are Luminosity, Conviction,
Good.
STM Tigers,
Everything
and
was fine.
Estral. So come watch Disguised.
Yeah,
here
our
on the LTA
parents
North
actually
Twitch.
thanked me for how everything was handled. Yeah, they thanked me for how everything was handled last week.
The LTA finals. If we're looking over in the south,
No stitches. She was fine.
7 and Farron Vey look to take down
No
Isurus.
concussion.
LTA
They're fine.
promotion starts September 30th over on LTA
No.
South, Twitch, and YouTube to see who can make it in to the next year for those
Yeah,
promotional
just
slots. Wanna give you a
literally that.
second to say anything else that you feel like is missing.
I got
You've done such a
content
great
literally
job.
all
It's
night.
been great having you.
No, it's just been
Pretty
super
much.
nice to see these two conferences play against each other. We saw Red take down Shopify. 100 Thieves has
Nope.
just been
Take your time.
extremely dominating. Super impressed with this team. Glad they could have this run. But thanks for having me. It's been super fun being on the cast, and I hope that the fans enjoyed these series.
Yeah, I'm just sad Fury didn't get to play. You guys were so good in Split 1 and 2. Split 3 didn't work out for you. Thanks for joining us. That's it for
Cool.
us. We'll be back next week at 4 p.m. Eastern, same time as always, 1 Pacific, for 100
Cool.
Thieves versus VKS. See you then.
All right, I love you too.
I'll send you. Read my letter. I'm going to send it to you. Someone wrote a letter about me to Nederlander.
The
Cool.
last
Like a
heist
good
versus
letter.
the first time in history. If Red
I'll be back.
Cannons win this, first time Brazil gets 2 representatives at Worlds.
Ah, there we go. Folks, that feels good, doesn't it? Like, what more could you possibly ask for? Alexa, stop. I mean, let's go celebrate. Let's check Reddit. Go on, Reddit should be fun. Come on, this Reddit's gonna hit like crack. Where's that? There it is. Come on, give it to me. Quid 1 death in 3 games? Yes. Yes. Wait, you can just 3-0 up. Haven't liked it too? Yeah. Emily sets it to tell us the temperature or like the weather for tonight and tomorrow at 6:30 every day. She's never home at 6:30, so I don't know why she said it at that time. I don't need her to tell me the weather. Just how bad was C9? C9 was really fucking atrocious. That's what they were. Watch the pro game in a minute. Buddy Red, you picked a great time to come back, huh? God, I love this. I love it. Costco chicken bake. Ooh, that's good. We love that. Let's throw on some Chainsmokers remixes for a bit. There, we'll have that in the background. There we go. There we go. Another series that could have been an email. Yeah, but this one was fun. This was a entertaining Slack. All right. The real as predicted. Hey, I just want to revisit this real quick. There was a specific comment that I really wanted to revisit that I was looking forward to so bad. And I cannot wait until this person responds because I'm waiting for it. All right? I'm absolutely waiting for it. Where is it at? Hold up. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Let me zoom in a little bit. They said, when Rank Cannons beats 100 Thieves, I want to see your next video crying and making excuses because you won't accept reality, and that will be very funny to watch, so I hope it arrives soon so I can laugh a lot. If I'm using the game against Pain as my parameters, you're immediately wrong. Alright, sure. Whatever. Fine. Pain is pathetic. Always get 0-3. And Red win against Pain 3-0 clean games. It will not be easy for you. Don't come expecting beta players like in Pain Gaming. Bitch, it was a beta game today as well. Exactly what happened. I tried to fucking warn you. I think this series is going to be closer than I think. Really? Was it? Was it now? That to me, that doesn't look like. Huh. Could be wrong. I don't know. All right. Respect to this. Is there any other? Yeah, that was really the only two. Although I think there might have been there might have been some more comments on this video. Let me see. Was there anything? Let's see. No. Here we go. I mean, I don't think it'll be a clean 3-0 from 100 Thieves. I still think they'll win. It was a clean 3-0. Sorry. Hey, Ronnie, thank you. Why are we censoring names? I'm not censoring names. They're right there. Oh, you were saying that to somebody else. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make a video outing people like that. I don't do this shit after the fact. And like, if we're going through stream, that's one thing. If I'm making a TikTok or a tweet or like really publicly going at somebody like that, no. It's funny to look at on stream. But I would never put out a tweet like targeting somebody. That's too far. Pop champagne bottles have goggles like the NBA Finals? Yes, absolutely. This is hilarious. 100 Thieves, 1. Red, 3. How'd that go? Not that well. Oh, this is the other one. Oh, this was it. Hold up. I am tweeting out this one. You know what? I'm gonna. You know what? This is worthy. This one was obnoxious. Said I wasn't going to, but I. Alright, there we go. And I'm just gonna. Let's just. I guess we'll never. No. That's it. That's the tweet. Am I going to be in Dallas? I will not. I'm going to be in New York. Still trying to see if we're going to have an official watch party here. I've contacted a few places. We don't have anything set in stone yet. But we're working on it. We are working on it. God, this is fun. Bro, it's our last split. I know. It's tragic. It's fucking tragic. First, let's type this out. First year. Worlds. Last year. Worlds. That's the 100 Thieves experience for you. Bang. Oh, 100T versus TES would be phenomenal. I would love every single second. When you get a national signing day, yeah, I mean, I might. I don't know. We'll see. I'll worry about that bridge when we cross it. But we got another month of 100 Thieves fandom, my friends. We have a whole other month. So you know what that means? To get. Let's see. So when does Worlds start? Worlds 2025. Worlds 2025 begins. What? October 14th. So it begins. Okay. I'll move that down there. So this is Rendezvous, 100T, going to Worlds. Well, this is more. And stage, games. Hey, a million things. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. The Pit Finals preview. See, we got the Pit Finals preview. This is going to be about Drew tomorrow. Rendezvous. Do I want to do it on October 1st? Let's see. So games start on the 14th here. Now, I'll take a week off of the Rendezvous and let that relax. Wait, when does the Worlds Anthem come out? Worlds Anthem 2025 release date. When did they say it was going to be? October 10th. So October 10th. Okay, so Friday. This is going to be the Worlds Anthem review or reaction. What was it? So that's the Worlds Anthem reaction. Game start on the 14th. So this will be the Pit Worlds preview. This will be Obviously, they win Worlds and Riot have to rethink everything. If 100 Thieves win Worlds, I could see Riot making an exception and trying to give them their spot back. Come on, we can all see a world where that happens, right? Okay, so that's gonna be that. I gotta figure out what other history. And predictions. NA. Trent. NA at Worlds without 3 seeds. Preview. I'm basically gonna go CO league script. Yeah. When is the monthly call in? I mean, not planning on doing a call in anytime soon in particular. Worlds without 3 seeds, I think is going to be fun. So basically, that's going to review Worlds entirely. But what would Worlds look like from an NA fan point of view if we only ever had 2 seeds? If you take the 3rd seed out of Worlds history, how does that change how we view NA's international performances? I want to see what that would look like. And I think it'd be really interesting. But only time will tell. God, this is so much fun. Oh, man. All right, can we all agree, though, at a minimum, that the LTA format is trash? I think Dom said it. And lack hype is the LTA. Yeah, like, it's god-awful. Like, it's... Thought Arsh was taking a hiatus. I mean, Neyman might be taking a hiatus, but Arsh will continue. Sweet. Why wouldn't he? There we go. Okay. Now let's see if that one guy gets in here. I mean, we'll see. We will see. Although we do have to record a video ourselves today. Which, speaking of, I need to start prepping for this. Chat equals the entire LoL esports community. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The worst part is I can't even play my normal stream music. Actually, you know what? I'll find something to play. Twitch safe music. We'll go with this. So we at least got something playing. All right, there we go. We got that. I personally don't mind this one. Yeah, but like, look at this. Look at the playoff standings. Like, let's hold up. LTA cross conf or LTA championship. I mean, this wait, let me pull it up. This is not fun. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, probably going to be a 3-0. There's, in all of playoffs, barring the single upset of Red over Shopify, we're going to have 2 good series over the course of 1, 2, 3 weeks. 2 good series. And it's like, I don't know. It doesn't get any better. Like, you desperately need Brazil to be competitive for this to work, and they're just not. So it's like the best case scenario is next year you get way more games between Brazil and North America, but that's going to come at a pretty hefty price tag if you do, which I don't think Riot's willing to pay. I just don't see it happening. And because of that, we're always just going to have this gap. And it's like, what do you do? Is there anything else going on the headlines before I start talking? Wait. Severe weather, please evacuate. Damn. I mean, all right, I think that pretty much hits most of everything. So let's jot down the script for this video. All right, Drew, Rendezvous, Pit. I'll worry about shit for next week. After we got the World's Orchestral theme. World's Orchestral theme reaction. I'm assuming it'll be like there. And then we've got here special unboxing. I can't reveal what this is, but I can leak it here. We're going to have a special unboxing video. And that pretty much takes us all the way up until Worlds. And then when we're at Worlds, just consistent content each morning that games are being played. I think that pretty much covers most of it. All right, so there's two things we got to do. First and foremost, how do I get calendar? I imported a template from somebody. God knows how long ago. It's a Notion. And now I use Notion, and it tracks all of my content and like the calendar planning, everything else. But this allows me to track like the videos that I'm going to do well in advance. Okay, so two things we need to do right now. Like I said, we're going to be focusing on content here for today. First, we have to edit this. Doing that Good Morning World Series? Yep. Good Morning North America. I will be doing that all throughout Worlds. And it's perfect, too, because games will get done at like 8 o'clock, so I can film videos and like record everything immediately after, unless I'm in the office, which I'm going to try and like finagle when I'm in the office around Worlds and see like what I can do that makes it a little bit easier to make sure the content's being filmed appropriately. All right, we gotta do NA get smoked at Worlds and we still watch when we live for upsets. Hey, I mean, yeah, but it's different. Do I get to choose my office days? Somewhat, yes. Somewhat, no. Answer is it really just depends. Oh, I wanted to check real quick before I do this. Did he tweet? Please tell me he didn't. All right, thank God he didn't. Bullet dodged. Flowers is the fucking goat. Fucking love Flowers. I saw 100 Thieves tweeted. I just wanted to see. Let's get both of these. There we go. Yeah, I respect it. This is too much fun. All right. We got to record a TikTok and we got to record this YouTube video. So let's edit this real quick. This bottom line. Let's see. All right, let's do this. Be sure to like and share. LCS headlines. "100 Thieves qualify for the 2025 World Championship in their final year as an organization in League of Legends." Fly and VKS do not give any. Do not take any. Any press. Interviews. And spark community outrage. Quid continues to be an absolute freak at League of Legends, dying a single time in their series versus Pain Red, which qualify, which gets them to finals weekend in Texas. There we go. Kicking themselves right now, not letting 100 Thieves keep that spot. I mean, I hope they're kicking themselves. All right, who the fuck DM me? I'm opening that off stream. I do not open DMs publicly on stream. Oh, buddy. Okay, I need to respond. I am so sorry. I did see your original message. I don't know if I got busy. I am so sorry. But I got you. Paywalled. I mean, I'm just not going to out people, like, out DMs with people on Twitter. Like, if people are messaging me privately, they're messaging me privately for a reason. Know the runnings. Not wrong. All right. So I keep saying it, but you're all good. I sent it almost like 2 a.m. the other night. Just yeah, absolutely. I got you fucking covered. 100%. All right. So I want to make a video on the Drew thing. So there's 2 things that we need to talk about in this video. One, the state of interviews and LCS press. LCS press and content creation. 2, Griffin tweets. Which, let me... Hey, Cloud, how we doing? What was it? Where is the tweet? I know my reply was content. I should be able to find it. There it is. There we go. There we go. Was a little at game 2 until we fought back. I was never worried about game 2. Like, we just have those games where we int it down a little bit. All right, I think we got our topic list of what we want to discuss. So I think we're fine on that front. I got the ticker ready. Now we can do this. So first thing we got to do, we do have to film the TikTok. Short form content is the priority because I got to get that out now. All right, refresh. Refresh. I'm sorry. YouTube didn't see anything change, which is nice. But Twitch is unfortunately going to get a second notification. Tragic. All right. Let me film this TikTok and get it done. Bow. Ow. Hey, there we go. All right, let me drop the audio real quick on this so I can record this TikTok, and then we'll edit it together and get it put out. We're going to start a timer, actually. We'll do that. Let's... Portuguese weekend song? Not in this particular one. All right, let's do a stopwatch timer. To show you how easy content is to film, let me show you how long it takes, start to finish, to upload a TikTok to TikTok and YouTube. So we're going to have a TikTok and a YouTube short, and I'm going to show you how easy this shit is to do for people that say that they can't do it. Here we go. And you're not going to hear me. Sean, I'll answer your question in a minute. I got to film this TikTok. Here we go. We're back. 2 minutes to film that. Let me edit it real quick. I had very minimal cuts that I needed to worry about. And that switch is nice. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Don't tell me it fucking disconnected again. Okay, no, it's fine. All right, Sean, you can ask your question while I'm editing. Whatever you got for me, brother.
Right now, and he does not have the team that somebody like Quad on FlyQuest does, but he is just insane. 100 Thieves today qualified for LTA finals, qualifies for Worlds. Quinn in a bloody.
To our people who were joined later are punished. I have no clue. I'm assuming so, because I turned off that setting. Mic disconnected. You should be able to hear me now, no? Testing? Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Chad, let me know if you can't. But I'm pretty sure you can. On my side, I'm seeing audio that you can hear me. I'm like, can I refresh it? OBS, I mean, what did you mean? Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay, as long as I was recording a TikTok earlier, that's why.
Every situation that he possibly can. And 100 Thieves, while they look clean in general, this just felt like a quit show that is still ongoing and has not stopped since Dokla subbed into the roster. It has just enabled Quid to play alongside River in an aggressive way that we have not seen in probably since Split 1. But I know the argument for best Western mid laner is a contentious one, because I know a lot of people tend to write off North America. But if you think that LCK teams, LEC teams, and LTA teams are all not going to be sending a paycheck Quid's way this offseason, because 100 Thieves will be disbanding after this year because the organization is leaving League of Legends as Riot found somebody else to replace them, Quid's going to be getting the bag, which I think will cement his status as, in my opinion, the best mid laner in the West right now. Yes, I'm biased. No, I don't give a
And pause it right there. All right. Is Quid the best mid in the West? Bang. I'm going to do whites with red. Right in the middle. Extend this all the way out. I need a picture from Flickr real quick. Flickr. Bang. Come on, I need a single picture of Quid. There we go. That's it. Overlay. Let's check out the timer. How we doing? 6 minutes. Okay. And
Is Quid the best mid? Is Quid the best? Is Quid the best mid laner in the West right now? I know that might be a. Is Quid the best? Is Quid the best mid laner in the West right now? I know that might be a contentious statement with.
hashtag League of Legends. Hashtag 100 Thieves. Hashtag Quid. Hashtag LOL Esports. Hashtag mid lane.
Is
Quids dominance. Easy. Top 3 is undisputed. But what about best? Post. See how long this takes. By the way, thoughts on the deal that US and China are doing with TikTok? I'm staying out of the politics of it right now. I just can't get myself to give a shit about whether it's coming or going. I know Trump gave the extension until the end of the year. It's not going away, even if like things, you know, change around it. It's not going away. Oh man. Check Twitter while this posts. 15 notifications. Holy fuck. Any comments to reply to? Alright, it's posted to TikTok. Let me post it to YouTube as well. How would LCS teams handle player imports with the H1B? They're not on H1B visas. They're on... Somebody on Reddit had it. I can pull it up. Because it was a thread that was talking about it. They're not on H1B visas. They're on... where was it? Did I miss it? Hang on. Let me... Where's that? Is Quid the best mid laner in the West? Related video. No related video. Not for this one. Alright. That's time. So it took me 10 minutes to post a TikTok, and that's it. So miss me anybody that says that content creation is not possible. I'm literally streaming and did that shit as well. So yeah. 10 minutes, 6 seconds. Don't tell me content's not possible. Okay. Where was it? I'm gonna have to search Visa, aren't I? Visa? How about Visa? Past 24 hours. No. Okay, they must have deleted the thread on Reddit. But basically, it was a person asking the same question of like, aren't we fucked with the import thing? And the answer was no. We're on a different visa. We're on like whatever. I forget what type it was. All right. So here's the deal. Okay, we got a script planned and ready. We are gonna do this. We're gonna record a video. But I gotta take a pee before I do that. Because I'm gonna be on camera for probably 13 minutes straight talking, and I gotta go to the bathroom. So give me 3 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry. Time to crack the whip. Oh, Coco, I didn't mean to scare you. Come here. Hi, come here. What? What do you want? Where's your shit? What? You want that? Hey, what? Come here. No? Alright. Lighting. I gotta crank the lighting up, otherwise it's gonna be bad. That's decent lighting. Everything's fine there. So, need to turn off the music. Make sure there's no sound in the background. There's not. Okay. Load up my notes. And by notes, again, for those wondering what the outline is about to be, state of the LCS interview, LCS press, content creation, Griffin tweet, whatever. Ba-bam. All right. Start off the intro with nothing here, and then we'll bring in the ticker halfway through. Bang. There we go. All right. All right, what do I want to do for an intro? How do I want to do this? Do I want to start negative or do I not? Let me double check. What have my last few videos been? So the pit was kind of optimistic. Talked about a terrible week for NA last week. Rec League video didn't do all that well, but it's fine. All right. Look, it's no surprise that North American League of Legends content in general is hurting. We've seen so many big names leave the space over the last few years, especially in the esports scene. You look at somebody like Travis Gafford, who carried the interview scene for a long period of time, just magically gone. Now, his interviews subsided over the years, and you definitely saw other people pop up. Cloud Sicky, Hotspawn was doing stuff. His protege and Drew popped up as well. But interviews kind of declined, and that was the majority of esports content for a while, especially as players stopped doing their own stuff. But after yesterday, I think we can officially say things are in their most dire state that they've ever been. Not that it wasn't before, it just became more of a public thing. Oh, I fucking had the wrong thing on the side. Oh well. That's fine. In case you missed Drew's tweet, I know esports is kind of a small bubble, so some people on YouTube might not have seen his video, but I checked the numbers and that video did quite well and popped off and went on Reddit as well. So most of the League of Legends community should be familiar with the fact that Drew was one of only 2 people from North American press that were at the LCS on Saturday for FlyQuest versus VKS. A weekend where, let's be honest, the games were not going to be all that entertaining. And we all kind of knew that because North America, at least our top 2 teams, were expected to stomp Brazil. So the fact that we had press and media honestly show up at all at this point, it's not 2016 anymore where the press box was entirely filled, was a good thing. So we had Drew there to do interviews, and we also had Mahir there. So it's like, okay, great, awesome. They'll be able to film content, be able to do interviews, which are notably different when you're there in person versus online. Because look, I've done them in the past. It's different when you're talking to a camera. There's a delay. It's not as like in person and just... There's a completely different feel to it. And you know when you're conducting it, and you also know as a viewer that it just feels drastically different as well. Well, Drew noted yesterday that he did not get an interview, which is wild that somebody can show up there and not get it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Okay, well, is this really that crazy of a deal? Should there be this expectation that if you show up, you should get an interview? Well, the thing is, there's really not all that much press here in North America. There's like, I think, 7 or 8 outlets, give or take. Or by outlets, I mean a combination of creators and other people that are trying to cover the space and create content around it. Yeah, I do think it is a big deal because there should be a priority on the fact that if you show up in person in Los Angeles to that studio as press, you should be guaranteed an interview, no matter what. And I know there were some people that were angry about Riot on this front. So I want to clear the air on this and make sure that, hey, I am one that will always go at Riot when it's deserved. And technically, they could help fix this in certain ways by mostly increasing the quota or requirements that teams have to do interviews after individual series, or at least make it that there has to be a guarantee that at least one on-site person is given a an interview, something. Come on, let's just have common sense about this. But the blame is actually on the teams for this one. And let me explain the process of how we get those interviews. We fill out a Google sheet or like a Google document each and every week before series begin. You have until the end of that series to note who you would like to interview for each team. If you are down to interview anybody, you can say anybody, and then you submit it, and Riot provides teams with a list of people from the press that are taking interviews and who they would like to get. Or if it's anybody, they just say, hey, this person's doing an interview. If you want to go out and do it, you can. This is where the controversy begins because Travis notably was famous for not getting TSM interviews for a long period of time, as TSM would just blacklist everybody. They didn't want people doing interviews and didn't want people doing this content, which, hey, you know what? If you technically don't want to, you don't have to if the ecosystem is thriving. Like Call of Duty, for example, a space that I love, really doesn't have that much press and interviews to my knowledge. Like that just doesn't happen in the space. But the reason why that's fine is because players do a shit ton of content. The orgs do a ton of stuff to put interviews and put stuff out there. So yes, you have this connection with them that you don't need it as much. The reason why it's important in North American League of Legends is because players do fuck all. So any chance that we get to be able to have interviews and talk to these players and get storylines out there that wouldn't otherwise exist is a good thing for fans. Like, it's a good thing for everybody involved. There's no reason why, as an organization, you should be denying these interviews. And I'll be honest with you, I've heard from multiple people now that FlyQuest has a history of turning down interviews and shutting people out of the space, which is a much bigger problem as well. Cecilia, who she's actually going to be on this channel for Worlds and the Worlds Anthem. She's doing I can't say that. Okay, Coco. No, we're not doing this. Not in the middle of the video. She does a lot of content around the music of Riot Games, especially whenever Arcane was out, the World's Anthem last year. If you ever wanted to know anything, you go to her. She has talked about how teams would shut her out and how players are not comfortable taking an interview from a woman, which is wild. So she basically gets blacklisted from certain teams and getting interviews. And it's like, what the fuck are we actually doing here? Because we need all hands on deck with this league. Like, and that extends to a bunch of people, but for now, let's focus on the creators of this, or not the, fuck. Let's focus on the teams. There's no situation where if you are any of these teams that you should be denying interviews to people that are there, especially the in-person ones. For FlyQuest, I know that they do like the post-game interview with Basil, I think does it, and then they like have mics on top of like soda cans and stuff like that. Fine. But you need as many people to get your narrative out there as possible because again, the players don't tweet, the players don't do any of this stuff. So it's like, oh, what are we doing on this front? Let the people that want to tell your story tell you. That's how you build fandom. And I've been critical of the press in the past as well. Nah, I don't want to touch on that point yet. I want to stay focused on the teams. how do I want to close it out with teams? So the only thing I'll say for teams, and like to wrap up this particular point of it, is yes, the teams are responsible for picking interviews, and if they don't do it, they're artificially blackballing either certain people in the media in general, and it's like you're not in the position to be doing that as orgs. I'm sorry, you're not. Like you can sit here and say like, oh, we don't have to if we don't want to. Viewership's dying right now. You need anybody that's willing to give you spotlight and attention. You need to be giving them spotlight and attention whenever you can't do it all yourself. That's just the truth. So I don't know where these teams get off not doing as many interviews as humanly possible in these situations. And at minimum, second part of this, guaranteeing that in-person press gets an interview. That's a zero excuse. Like there's nothing you can say that makes that right in any way, shape, or form. If these people are driving an hour to go to your studio to try and help cover it, and they are news outlets and credential press that Riot vets and goes through this whole process to make sure that we are cleared to be there and cleared to do these things, you got to give them that at a bare minimum. And I want to give credit to the NA press where it's due right now because they have stepped up a lot over the last year. I was very critical of people not doing enough, like beyond just the basic interviews. Like for the longest period of time, it was just Travis doing interviews, and like some people would have it like the occasional video stuff. But we as press, you need to be way more than that. If you want to be a journalist, fine. But let's be honest, everybody within like the media sphere right now is not a journalist. We're all content creators. You need to up your content output. You can't just rely on interviews nowadays. You have to be able to tell your own stories that you want to put out there, but also be able to help tell the players whenever it's applicable to do that as well. And I've been proud of Cloudsicky, of Marn, of Drew, of Mahir, of anybody that does. The Hotspawn I know has writers with them as well. Like anybody that has stepped up over the last year. I'm just saying I've seen it. And if you have other creators that I've missed on this platform, please, by all means, put them down in the comments and have other people check them out. We should all be showing love as creators and trying to help boast each other's stuff because content is how you grow all this. All right, really quick, I'm just going to check in with chat before I film the second half of this. Beanie the Brat, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Sorry that this came a little bit late. I'm in the middle of filming a YouTube video right now. So I'm just trying to like lock in and say the things that I need to say for this. But I appreciate that you know my TikTok content. That's amazing. But thank you for rating. Really appreciate it. All right, let's get back to this. Does Miss Chim? Yes, Miss Chim Chim does interview. Oh well, no, I don't know if she does them anymore or not. I haven't seen whether she covers North American League content much as of late, like outside of the co-streams. I know the co-stream she does, but beyond that, I haven't seen much. Okay, focus up. This leads me to the second part of this, which is Griffin. No. But look, we've talked about like the LCS media point of view, the press side of things, but there is also the player point. And I don't know if players have any say in like approving interviews or not, but I just want to reiterate this message because it's very relevant with Griffin, who, if you don't know, was a North American jungler that is currently playing down in the LTA South for Loud. He tweeted out that, hey, nobody tells you how depressing the offseason is as a pro player, even though I will say there are many pros that actually do talk about that, but this is his first time experiencing it, so I completely get why it's hitting him more than most. You wake up every day wanting to compete and just feel so empty knowing you don't have the privilege of doing so far. And this is an important note that every single player, which I don't know how many of you watch my content. If you are, hey, always hit me up, down the collab. You have to do content. If you wonder why Call of Duty and a much arguably smaller esports ecosystem, like League esports is massive, even if NA is a very small section of it. Call of Duty is only the size of that small section, but the players make way more because of the amount of content that they do. And this was something instilled by Optic Hex at the beginning of LoL esports, COD esports, that many Optic alumni understand, and it's bled into other areas. But you need to be doing content in the off season. The reason why this is so important is because while you're not doing anything, think about what your fans are hoping for. It's not just streams. They want to see TikTok content. They want to see you grow as a player, as a person. They want to see your storylines, and they want to see you tell your story of why they should be excited to see you play next year on whatever team you're going to be on. And that also helps with growing fans. The idea behind content creation, the reason why we do this is because in theory, say you start with 100,000 North American fans at the end of this year with average viewership, okay, which is actually closer to 70. And every single pro player that's going to be in the league next year puts in a shit ton of work to making content, collaborating with other people, and beyond. The goal is to get that 100,000 up to about 120, 130. And you know what? If you keep doing that every offseason, you'll continue to grow. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Well, is that like, why would I invest all this content or this time into content? Like, if it's not going to pay off, how do I know this is going to happen? Because I'm proof. Every person that has ever done content is proof that you can be consistent with this and you can grow a fandom and grow a community. And that is how you help revive this scene. We always sit here and we talk nonstop about, oh, you know, we lost Bjergsen and Doublelift. Well, nobody put in the work to become the next Bjergsen and Doublelift. Nobody was doing the content that they were doing. Nobody was putting out the Acadian vlogs or doing the shit that has to happen. Look at Optic. Look at Scump. Look at COD. When Scump wasn't playing pro, he was immediately having general gameplay commentary. I know League fans might not understand it. He would hop in the pubs and pub stomp, okay, which is kind of like smurfing, but it's just how Call of Duty was set up. For pros, your equivalent would be, I don't know, join a fucking rec league. Not smurf in a rec league. Join a master's level rec league for the hell of it. If you can't do that, start doing off-season tournaments with friends. Throw $1,000 on the line, or $100, whatever it might be. Come up with content. Every single one of you should be reacting to the World Song. Every single one of you should be talking about your region when they go internationally, because you have other things in the space to build content around. Do something. Just logging into streaming to the same viewers who know who you are, and you're not going to grow on Twitch anymore. That's not enough. You need to be putting out YouTube content, TikTok, and much more. Miss me with this argument that you're so busy prepping and training when the result's going to be the same fucking thing next year at the end of the day. If you're still going to be on a 4th place team, and you realistically know that, you have to put out content to make people want to watch you on a 4th place team or see your journey to grow to that 1st place. You can't wait until you're at the top and then start doing content. That's what's led to all of this failing in the first place. I forgot to press fucking record on this VOD, so I'm gonna have to rip it straight from Twitch or YouTube. Son of a fucking bitch. Oh, well, I'll figure it out. I wonder if I'll be able to, I might have to stop the stream, the Twitch stream real quick and then download it. All right, let's close this out. I know this might seem ranty. I know this might seem like a lot, but the reality is I'm watching North America as a region, from the viewership, from the press, from every angle, slowly bleed out. And you can't sit here and say that I'm not doing my part. Speaking of which, we're probably going to have a watch party here in New York City at OSNYC. I haven't received confirmation from them yet. If this turns out to not be true by the time this video gets posted, I'll put it in the comments or try and delete this section of the video. But we'll probably be having a watch party at OSNYC this Sunday for finals, likely between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. If you want to come. My point in saying that is I'm putting the work in myself in hosting events and putting out way more content than any pro player has in the space, than most other content creators have in the space. If anybody can sit here and tell you what growth looks like, I'm proof of that. If anybody can sit here and tell you what the time and dedication to do this is, whenever I have a full-time job and a part-time job and a wife and dogs, I'm proof of that. Listen to me, please, and work with me. Work with all of us. Work with your fellow content creators, your collaborators here in North America to try and help grow this thing. Because if we don't, we are all fucked. And I don't want to see this go away. I don't in 2 years want to see our viewership continue to drop. And I'm terrified that that's going to keep happening because there's only so much power that I have in this situation. Players, no matter who you are, you have more influence than me. So use it. Media, I know we're getting screwed. Hopefully teams come around on this. Teams, I don't know a better way to end this video than just to say this. Get your heads out of your asses. Work with everybody and try and help grow this thing. We all have to be united on this front and not on separate pages. Otherwise, you're just going to keep poking holes in this ship, which is already going down. All right, that's it. That's the... All right, let's figure out how to rip this, though. I need to figure out now. Okay, we got that part done. Great. My dumbass forgot to record. So, how do I do this? What's the best way? I just realized I haven't published like any of my Twitch VODs in God knows how long. I need to find a way to cut the Twitch stream without cutting the YouTube stream and then restart the Twitch stream. Is that even possible? If I can do that, I can download the Twitch VOD and we're fine in full 1080 HP. Twitch, I might lose you here. We're going to have to refresh in a second. I'm going to test this out, see what happens. Nope, that didn't work. Son of a bitch. How do I... Anybody got any ideas? Any suggestions? How do I fucking do this? I don't want to end the stream fully. If I end the stream fully, the YouTube VOD gets fucked. But YouTube can, if the stream temporarily ends and like loses connection, YouTube will be fine. Twitch is the only one that becomes a problem. How to pause on no, it's just gonna do that. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? I'm gonna have to end this and come back. Oh, I'm sorry. This is gonna be more annoying for Discord and everybody that has notifications on. I'm so sorry that I forgot to do this. This is my fault. But I gotta try this. So I need everybody to refresh here, and I will count you down. I'm gonna end stream and restart it. All right. I'm sorry for Discord in advance. I will. Okay, let me. There we go. I don't have a choice. And with the raid, oh, fuck. I'm going to lose a lot of people. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm so sorry. Beanie with the Brat, thank you again for the raid. I'm about to try this here in 3, 2, 1, refresh. Wave, see if that works. I'm waving to see if the YouTube VOD is good. Hell yeah. The YouTube part worked. Let's go. It didn't even stop. There we go. Hell yeah. Stream crash again? No, I intentionally did that. That was all done with the purpose. Because now, there we go. Look at that. Now we can download the VOD. There we go. Come on. And the YouTube stream stayed up the entire time. It like did like a 2-second cutout, and that was it. Twitch refresh. So you can upload? Well, I mean, I gotta edit it, but yeah, basically. I forgot to hit record. So what I normally do is when I go to record, I hit this little button right here. And when I hit record, then I can just go and I can, you know, remix the recording, and then we're good to go. Because I forgot to hit that before recording, I need the Twitch VOD. Like, I need this to be able to start editing. And now we can do this. This is going to be called Dying Press. There we go. All right. Nice. Skip. Let's also play these lo-fi beats. Let's get this shit back. Bang. Look at that. There we go. Yep. Hells yeah. All right, now I know you all are going to be hearing this for the second time, but I can promise you I'm hearing it for the first. So, pardon me while we trudge through this. Actually, I'm going to need to mute this. All right. I've got this ready. Wait, LifeX and Beanie know each other? That's amazing. Look, it's no surprise that North American League of Legends content in general is hurting. We've seen so many big names leave the space over the last few years, especially in the esports scene. You look at somebody like Travis Gafford, who carried the interview scene for a long period of time, just magically gone. Now, his interviews subsided over the years, and you definitely saw other people pop up. Cloud Sicky, Hotspawn was doing stuff. His protege and Drew popped up as well. But interviews kind of declined, and that was the majority of esports. Yeah. Hey, I try not to put her in all that much content, just because I know she's like not the most comfortable on camera, which is funny because she's very comfortable on a stage of 2,000 people. But anytime that she's on camera, she's choosing to be there. The dog's so cute. Yeah, so this is Coco. Here, I can do a quick tour. Hold up. All right, there we go. Where's my camera hub? Oh, nope. I just want. There we go. So this is Coco. She's a 7-pound Chiweenie. Yeah, right. What? Good girl. All right, let's get back to this. Content for a while, especially as players stop doing their own stuff. But after yesterday, I think we can officially say things are in their most dire state that they've ever been. Not that it wasn't before, it just became more of a public thing. Oh, I fucking had the wrong thing. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Beanie. Thing on the side. Oh well. In case you missed Drew, public thing. In case you missed Drew's tweet, I know esports is kind of a small bubble, so some people on YouTube might not have seen his video, but I checked the numbers and that video did quite well and popped off and went on Reddit as well. So most of the League of Legends community should be. There we go. Bang. Let's put an alpha glow on it. Black. Be familiar with the fact that Drew was one of only 2 people from North American press that were at the LCS on Saturday for FlyQuest versus VKS. A weekend where, let's be honest, the games were not going to be all that entertaining. And we all kind of knew that because North America, at least our top 2 teams, were expected to stomp Brazil. So the fact that we had press and media honestly show up at all at this point, it's not 2016 anymore where the press box was entirely filled, was a good thing. So we had Drew there to do interviews, and we also had Mahir there. So it's like, okay, great, awesome. They'll be able to film content, be able to do interviews, which are notably different when you're there in person versus online. Because look, I've done them in the past. It's different when you're talking to a camera. There's a delay. It's not as like in person and just there's a completely different feel to it. And you know when you're conducting it, and you also know as a viewer that it just feels drastically different as well. Well, Drew noted yesterday that he did not get an interview, which is wild. Somebody can show up there and not. Holy shit, Manimal, how you doing? How you been? Haven't seen you around these parts in a while. How you been? Get it.
I'm gonna keep
I know
editing,
what
by the
some
way,
of you
but
might be
we'll
thinking.
continue.
Okay, well, is this really that crazy of a deal? Should there be this expectation that if you show up, you should get an interview? Well, the thing is, there's really not all that much press here in North America. There's like, I think 7 or 8 outlets, give or take, or by outlets, I mean a combination of creators and other people that are trying to cover the space and create content around it. Yeah, I do think it is a big deal because there should be a priority on the fact that if you show up in person in Los
interacting on
Angeles
Twitter?
to that studio as press, you should be guaranteed an interview no matter what. And I know there were some people that were angry about Riot on this front. So I want to clear the air on this and make sure that, hey, I am one that will always go at Riot when it's deserved. And technically, they could help fix this in certain ways by mostly increasing the quota or requirements that teams have to do interviews after individual series, or at least make it that there has to be a guarantee that at least one on-site person is given a, like, I don't know, an interview, something. Come on, let's just have common sense about this. But the blame is actually on the teams for this one. And let me explain the process of how we get those interviews. We fill out a Google sheet or like a Google.
Oh, this is kind of. Hold up, this kind of goated. I'm just using. I mean, Riot might get pissy with me on this one. Maybe, I don't know,
But I think it's worth showing. Those interviews. We fill out a Google Sheet or like a Google document each and every week before series begin. You have until the end of that series to note who you would like to interview for each team. If you are down to interview anybody, you can say anybody. And then you submit it, and Riot provides teams with a list of people from the press that are taking interviews and who they would like to get. Or if it's anybody, they just say, hey, this person's doing an interview. If you want to go out and do it, you can. This is where the controversy begins.
Bro,
because Travis Notable...
Blue Sky was never going to take off. And those of us that like actually like use social media consistently, like unless that initial wave of everybody goes there, it was never going to. As much as Twitter sucks, like
was famous for not getting TSM interviews for a long period of time, as TSM would just blacklist everybody. They didn't want people doing interviews and didn't want people doing this content, which, hey, you know what? If you technically don't want to, you don't have to if the ecosystem is thriving. Like Call of Duty, for example, a space that I love, really doesn't have that much press. Ecosystem is thriving. Like Call of Duty, for example.
It was the Optic Scump interview. There we go. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Jingles are so goated.
Just you growing up.
We had competition, but like, I mean, there was a point where it was an unhealthy competition, but for the most part, it was like healthy. For the most part, there was like
Focus was being put on both. Do you think that with your
competition, but for the most part, it was like healthy. For the most part, there was like a few moments, there were a few blowouts, obviously. The older I've got, the harder it's got. Obviously.
The game itself?
The games that they're putting out nowadays don't help with the amount of like interaction.
There we go. That's what I wanted. I go to Twitter and it's impossible to follow LCSM. Didn't even have a Blue Sky account. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me that the North is lacking on it versus the South.
System is thriving. Like Call of Duty, for example, a space that I love, really doesn't have that much press and interviews to my knowledge. Like that just doesn't happen in the space. But the reason why that's fine is because players do a shit ton of content. The orgs do a ton of stuff to put interviews and put stuff out there. So yes, you have this connection with them that you don't need it as much. The reason why it's important in North American League of Legends is because players do fuck all. So any chance that we get to be able to have interviews and talk to these players and get storylines out there that wouldn't otherwise exist is a good thing for fans. Like, it's a good thing for everybody involved. There's no reason why, as an organization, you should be denying these interviews. And I'll be honest with you, I've heard from multiple people now that FlyQuest has a history of turning down interviews and shutting people out of the space, which is a much bigger problem as well. Cecilia, who she's actually going to be on this channel for Worlds and the Worlds Anthem. She does a lot of content around the as well. Cecilia, who she's going to be on the channel for Worlds and the Worlds Anthem.
All right, there we go. Where I need Cecilia. I saw her tweet the other day. Hold up. Hang on. I need Cecilia's tweet. Where is it at? Where's your tweet? There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let me continue this. Let me look at chat real quick. Is FlyQuest shutting people out because they're doing this with Basil and House? I mean, they still have to take 3. Like, they still have to take 3 interviews. But, like, if you have more than 3 press people looking to interview you, I'm sorry, you should always be doing interviews, in my opinion. Especially if somebody's there in person. Like, if Drew's there in person, there's zero excuse for him not to be getting an interview with FlyQuest. I'm sorry. There's not. And she does a lot of content around the music of Riot Games, especially whenever Arcane was out. A lot of content. Anthem. She does a lot of content around the music of Anthem. She does a lot of content around the music of Riot Games, especially whenever Arcane was out, the World's Anthem last year. If you ever wanted to know anything, you go to her. She has talked about how teams would shut her out and how players are not comfortable taking an interview from a woman, which is wild. So she basically gets blacklisted from certain teams and getting interviews. And it's like, what the fuck are we actually doing here? Because we need all hands on deck with this league. Like, and that extends to a bunch of people, but for now, let's focus on the creators of this, or not the, let's focus on the teams. But for now, let's focus on the teams. There's no situation where if a bunch of people, but for now, let's focus on the teams. There's no situation where if you are any of these teams that you should be denying interviews to people that are there, especially the in-person ones. For FlyQuest, I know that they do like the post-game interview with Basil, I think does it, and then they like have mics on top of like soda cans and stuff like that. Fine. But you need as many people to get your narrative out there as possible, because again, the players don't tweet, the players don't do any of this stuff. So it's like, oh, what are we doing on this front? Let the people that want to tell your story tell you. That's how you build fandom. And I've been critical of the press in the past as well. Nah, I don't want to touch on that point yet. I want to stay focused on the teams. So the only thing I'll say I've been critical of the press in the past as well. Nah, I don't want to touch your story. Tell you. That's how you build fandom. Build fandom. So the only thing I'll say for teams, and like to wrap up this particular point of it, is narrative. Yes, the teams are responsible for picking interviews, and if they don't do it, I don't mind that if you're talking about everything. But can we acknowledge how much better Doko's been in content since coming back to League? Oh, 100%. Doko's been great. He's been in every piece of content you could possibly find, and I love it. They're artificially blackballing either certain people in the media in general. And it's like, you're not in the position to be doing that as orgs. I'm sorry, you're not. Like, you can sit here and say, like, oh, we don't have to if we don't want to. Viewership's dying right now. You need anybody that's willing to give you spotlight and attention. You need to be giving them spotlight and attention whenever you can't do it all yourself. That's just the truth. So I don't know where these teams get off not doing as many interviews as humanly possible in these situations, and at minimum, second part of this, guaranteeing that in-person press gets an interview. That's a zero excuse. Like, there's nothing you can say that makes that right in any way, shape, or form. If these people are driving an hour to go to your studio to try and help cover it, and they are news outlets and credential press that Riot vets and goes through this whole process to make sure that we are cleared to be there and cleared to do these things, you got to give them that at a bare minimum. And I want to give credit to the NA press where it's due right now, because they have stepped up a lot over the last year. I was very critical of people not doing enough, like beyond just the basic interviews. Like for the longest period of time, it was just Travis doing interviews, and like some people would have it, like the occasional video stuff. But we as press, you need. I need the evolution of LoL esports media. Lost my office badge on. Oh, yikes. That sucks. You're going to become press? Do it. Fucking do it. What was I gonna do? I want to get a snapshot from me here. His Cadril interview only got 11K views. That's sad. I would have thought that would have got way more than that. But I am going to use Cadril as the clickbait.
Oh, wait. You're quick, bro. You're locked in.
That was part of the pitch originally. So who am I here with?
Huh? Me? Oh.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Cadril. Hey, I'm League of Legends co-streamer.
Yeah, there we go. Bang. 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 Need to be way more than that. If you want to be a journalist, fine. But let's be honest, everybody within like the media sphere right now is not a journalist. We're all content creators. You need to up your content output. You can't just rely on interviews nowadays. You have to be able to tell your own stories that you want to put out there, but also be able to help tell the players whenever it's applicable. Hey, there we go. Do that as well. Here a sub. And I've been proud of Cloud Sicky, of Marn, of Drew, of Mahir, of anybody that does. The Hotspawn I know has writers with them as well. Like anybody that has stepped up over the last year. I'm just saying I've seen it. And if you have other creators that I've missed on this platform, please, by all means, put them down in the comments and have other people check them out. We should all be showing love as creators and trying to help boast each other's stuff, because content is how you grow all this. All right, really quick, I'm just going to check in with chat before I film the second half of this. Beanie. But look, we've talked about... All right, and now I need the Griffin tweet. Where's the Griffin tweet? It was from this morning. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Go. If you're going to go, go. Go. And now you're coming back. All right, let me do this. Here, go. There we go. Okay. Beautiful day to farm Brazil. Hey, you ain't wrong. Gets on Spotify. Maybe. Spotify's just a pain in the ass is the only thing. I mean, they got two guys so they can split the workload there, which is kind of nice. I would have like the crossover on Spotify, but it's a pain in the ass. A big pain in the ass. I just don't have time to do it. If I could rely on Paul, fine, but like Paul's got a kid. You can't expect that of him. All this. But look, we've talked about like the LCS media point of view, the press. Working hands-free, no YouTube Premium. True. That's why Twitch is my other best friend with the side of things. Suck. But there is also the player point. That's not on you. I don't know if players never take somebody not being able to get content to you in a way that works for you as a you problem. That's a them problem. That is always on the creator, not on you. Have any say in like approving interviews or not. But I just want to reiterate this message because it's very relevant with Griffin, who, if you don't know, was a North American jungler that is currently playing down in the LTA South for Loud. he tweeted out that, hey, nobody tells you how depressing the offseason is as a pro player, even though I will say there are many pros that actually do talk about that. But this is his first. Oh, hold up. Wait, Beans. No, where'd that tweet go? Where'd it 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 go? No. Keep. BRB chat dinner time. All right, enjoy dinner. Nah, there's really nothing. Is that 3 FFs in a row? Is that too much? Chat, do you think that's too much? Based on the Devontae deleted tweet? It's too much if I add him. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stand on that. That's fine. All right, let's finish this out. First time experiencing it, so I completely get why it's hitting him more than most. You wake up every day wanting to compete and just feel so empty knowing you don't have the privilege of doing so far. And this is an important note that every single player, which I don't know how many of you watch my content. If you are, hey, always hit me up, down to collab. You have to do content. If you wonder why Call of Duty and a much arguably smaller esports ecosystem, like League esports is massive, even if NA is a very small section of it. Call of Duty is only the size of that small section, but the players make way more because of the amount of content that they do. And this was something instilled by Optic Hex at the beginning of low esports, COD esports, that many Optic alumni understand, and it's bled into other areas. But you need to be doing content in the off season. The reason why this is so important is because while you're not doing anything, think about what your fans are hoping for. It's not just streams. They want to see TikTok content. They want to see you grow as a player, as a person. They want to see
more for content than salaries. Yep. Their salaries are not going to be as big as LoL Esports, but they put out a fuck ton more content. They're streaming all the goddamn time. Like, all the time. And putting out YouTube VODs, like everything.
Storylines.
Constantly involved on Twitter, talking shit, building up storylines. Most players in COD don't stream.
we see Shotzi and the new gen pro streaming a good bit. I mean, obviously there's some newer guys that have been falling off the wagon, but like like the biggest names that are carrying the space, some of them still, like a good bit still are. Scraps is streaming all the time. Optic, 100 Thieves, some of the FaZe guy, not as much as the FaZe guys. Like they're streaming and putting out content. Can't deny it. Relative to League of Legends, they absolutely are. Is that just COD culture thing? I mean, it's just expectations as set by Hex. Like you look at the Optic Gaming channel. I mean, it's a mix of content creators, pro players, like everything. And they stay with the org, and it just does well. Now, granted, a lot of this is like there's a healthy mix here of like content creators and the pro players. Is Hex their version of Liquid Steve? Liquid Steve is a version of Hex. Scum and Zuma complain the players still don't do enough. Oh, they don't. They absolutely don't. Like this current version is lazy compared to like what their generation had. Cut of their stream revenue go to the team? Nope, not to my knowledge. But like this whole thing's fucking great. It's just so well done. There we go. Do people still do COD montages for teams like Optic? I don't think so. I mean, Shotzi's kind of the king of content nowadays. Nah, people don't really do montages. They're pretty much dead. I mean, that's just easy content. Like Shotzi reacting to shit. Like pros should be reacting to content. Like it's just, it all feeds itself. Anyways. Tell your story of why they should be excited to see you play next year on whatever team you're going to be on. And that also helps with growing fans. The idea behind content creation, the reason why we do this is because in theory, say you start with 100,000 North American fans at the end of this year with average viewership. Okay, which is actually closer to 70. And every single pro player that's going to be in the league next year puts in a shit ton of work to making content, collaborating with other people, and beyond. The goal is to get that 100,000 up to about 120, 130. And you know what? If you keep doing that every offseason, you'll continue to grow. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Well, is that like... why would I invest all this content or this time into content? Like, if it's not going to pay off, how do I know this is going to happen? Because I'm proof. Every person that has ever done content is proof that you can be consistent with this and you can grow a fandom and grow a community. And that is how you help revive this scene. We always sit here and we talk nonstop about, oh, you know, we lost Bjergsen and Doublelift. Well, nobody put in the work to become the next Bjergsen and Doublelift. Nobody was doing the content that they were doing. Nobody was putting out the Acadian vlogs or doing the shit that has to happen. Look at Optic. Look at Scump. Look at COD. When Scump wasn't playing pro, he was immediately...
Jesus Christ, how many texts am I going to have to fucking...
All right, let's finish this up. Having like general like gameplay commentary. I hate that transition. COD scene feels in a much better place because more pro players in that scene were able to transition into content. Yeah, they absolutely were. Like general, he was immediately having when Scump wasn't playing pro, he was immediately having like general like gameplay commentary. I know League fans might not understand it. He would hop in the pubs and pubs playing pro. He was immediately having general like gameplay commentary. I know League fans might not understand it. He would hop in the pubs and pub stomp. Scump wasn't playing pro gameplay commentary. I know League fans might not understand gameplay commentary. Pro. I know League fans might not understand it. He would hop in the pubs and pub stomp. Okay, which is kind of like smurfing, but it's just how Call of Duty was set up. For pros, your equivalent would be, I don't know, join a fucking rec league. Smurf in a, like not smurf in a rec league. Join a masters level rec league for the hell of it. If you can't do that, start doing like off-season tournaments with friends. Like throw $1,000 on the line, like or $100, whatever it might be. Come up with content. Every single one of you should be reacting to the world song. Every single one of you should be talking about your region when they go internationally because you have other things in the space to build content around. Do something. Just logging in to streaming to the same viewers who know who you are, and you're not going to grow on Twitch anymore. That's not enough. You need to be putting out YouTube content, TikTok, and much more. Miss me with this argument that you're so busy prepping and training when the result's going to be the same fucking thing next year at the end of the day. If you're still going to be on a 4th place team and you realistically know that, you have to put out content to make people want to watch you on a 4th place team or see your journey to grow to that 1st place. You can't wait until you're at the top and then start doing content. That's what's led to all of this failing in the first place. I forgot to press fucking record on this VOD, so I'm gonna have to rip it straight from Twitch or YouTube. Son of a fucking ship from the place. I know this might seem ranty. I know this might seem like a lot, but the reality is I'm watching North America as a region from the viewership, from the press, from every angle slowly bleed out. And you can't sit here and say that I'm not doing my part. I will say I think Busio puts in a good bit of effort, at least in terms of Twitter. Because I know Basil runs his Twitter, I think. But like, let's see. Does he do anything on YouTube? No, he doesn't have YouTube content. I love him, but when... All right, the last time he uploaded, are these all pinned? He stopped uploading TikToks in 2023. Tragic. Man, oh, dude, I know. Just take a road trip and fucking go meet fans. That'd be cool as shit. All right. Speaking of which, oh, this fucking flicker thing. Let me save this, close out, come back in. Kiki, I don't think just streaming is it, though. I'll be honest with you. Streaming is kind of like a dying platform, like dying thing in terms of like just coming on and playing video games on stream. Like the cadence of streaming nowadays is much different than it once was. You can't do the things that Bjergsen and Doublelift and crew were doing back then. You got to put in so much more work than that. But that's what we need to grow this region. Pro Roadshow. Probably going to have a watch party here in New York City at OSNYC. which we're probably going to. There we go. Have a watch party here in New York City at OSNYC. I haven't received confirmation from them yet. If this turns out to not be true by the time this video gets posted, I'll put it in the comments or try and delete this section of the video. But we'll probably be having a watch party at OSNYC this Sunday for finals, likely between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. If you want to come, come. My point in saying that is I'm putting the work in myself in hosting events and putting out way more content than any pro player has in the space, than most other content creators have in the space. If anybody can sit here and tell you what growth looks like, I'm proof of that. If anybody can sit here and tell you what the time and dedication to do this is whenever I have a full-time job and a part-time job and a wife and dogs, I'm proof of that. Listen to me, please, and work with me. Work with all of us. Work with your fellow content creators, your collaborators here in North America to try and help grow this thing. Because if we don't, we are all fucked. And I don't want to see this go away. I don't in 2 years want to see our viewership continue to drop. And I'm terrified that that's going to keep happening because there's only so much power that I have in this situation. Players, no matter who you are, you have more influence than me. So use it. Media, I know we're getting screwed. Hopefully teams come around on this. Teams, I don't know how a better way to end this video than just to say this. Get your heads out of your asses. Work with everybody and try and help grow this thing. We all have to be united on this front and not on separate pages. Otherwise, you're just going to keep poking holes in this ship, which is already going down. There we go. That's the way we end it. Something, something, something. That's the way we like to fuck. There we go. There's that. That we dropped to like -10. That we dropped to -31. For asses. Work with everybody and try and help. Okay, so that's good. Hey, Manimal. Just finishing up the edit on this. That's it. Okay. Let's go negative. Up there and not get it. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Okay, well, is this really that crazy of a deal? Should there be this expectation that if you show up, you should get an interview? Well, the thing is, there's really not all that much press here in North America. There's like, I think, 7 or 8 outlets, give or take. Or by outlets, I mean a combination of creators and other people that are trying to cover the space and connection with them that you don't need it as much. It's not just streams. They want to see TikTok content. They want to see you grow as a player. All right, that's good enough. Teams. Please do better. All right, there's that. Okay. I know some people hated the idea, but a full week or two of a team just IRL streaming everything inside of a boot camp house may actually be content to get in. I mean, I agree with you, but like the teams aren't gonna fucking go for it. Fans beg JoJo to stream. Yeah, I know. It's so dumb. Speaker's coming back. I mean, I doubt it either. I don't think he's good enough to at the moment. Like, I think for him, it's time. He could come back if he wants to, but like we haven't publicly like seen him trying to go the the tier 3 route. Speaker's rank? That's a great question. I have zero fucking clue. I mean, who's replacing River and Blabber? I mean, we have no clue who's replacing River at all. I have no clue. We haven't been able to keep track of any, or like I don't keep track of the tier 2 space enough to know. Like who's coming in, who's going out, all that fun jazz. Okay, let me go to history and get this loaded up so we have some music in the background. There we go. All right, video's already done. Now we gotta do the thumbnail. It's going to do it. JoJo didn't go to EU. I mean, that's the big. Oh God. Don't even get me started on that. Okay, so in terms of thumbnails, the one that did really well, but I've had a lot of red on the channel lately. I had blue. If I can do some, I'm going to do green. I want this to focus around being green. So I like the way this particular one worked. So I think I'm going to do like FlyQuest on like similar thing. FlyQuest on the right side. Like these thumbnails are working well. Like these two in particular. So I'm going to try it. And I think I do Griffin's tweet. So let's try cutting this over here. No. There we go. All right, there we go. There's that. How did I do? The other Monty's tweet was very long, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was fairly long, which made for a great. Uh. How would I try? All right, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's the one. And then we need a fly quest because they're the ones in question. They're the little sussy baka ones. I don't think there was a good photo there, was it? Or was there? I don't think there was. Let's play that. I just did that one. Okay. No, I can. Do I go with inspired? I probably go with inspired, right? Actually, I think I just. Alright, we go all the way down. Yeah. Nah, it's too big on inspired. I don't want to I don't want this thumbnail being like soloing him out. There we go. There we go. And now I need a thumbnail picture of myself. So where Castle goes? Yeah. There we go. Photos.
just want to copy. Let's minimize. Layer. There's that. All right, there we go. Do you think Toast gives up on League if they lose? Yeah, 100%. He's out. Without question, Toast is out. Not a doubt in my mind. Let's create clipping mat. There we go. All right. Is Griffin still under contract with Loud? I would assume he is. Studio, bang.
Hey, DK, how we doing, man? How the fuck we doing? Nate really don't care. Still no comment from Nate? Dude, I don't want to comment from Nate. But I don't want to get into that with DK in the chat. I want to be happy with DK here. Let's ignore that shit. Pump for Dallas now? Bro, I hope you guys have a fucking blast. I hope you guys I hope there's so many goddamn people that come up to that booth that just want to say hi to you guys and just live in the moment. Like, I hope it is like one of the most electric environments that you guys have had yet. You deserve it. You really fucking do. Worst player who's won Worlds? Don't tell that to Crown. Some people get upset. I need to upload this. What do I call it? Saving NA Media? Isn't that what I said? Leaks. Keep an eye out on some things. Keep an eye out on some things special you might. Is that directed at me or is that directed at Sean? Saying fuck David. Is that me? Alright. Okay. Sean, I don't know if that was like a finals thing of like, you know, hey, something awesome's happening in finals. Like, keep an eye out for it. Like, you never know. Like, bro, imagine. This is spitballing, and I know this is completely off topic. Imagine 100 Thieves announces, hey, you know what? We're going into tier 2, motherfuckers, and takes the roster that wins LCS and stays together but goes down to tier 2 and works their way back. Oh, God. Okay. Sorry. Pipe dream. Okay. I get it. Bro, Sean, that would be the wildest shit in the world. We can all agree that'd be the wildest shit. Alright, that's good. And I will be able to do the rendezvous for later in the week. Chat, we forgot about the most valuable free agent of the offseason, Mr. Shynock. I'm trying not to think about it, Manimal. Manimal, I'm trying my best not to fucking think about it at all. Like, I don't want to. Okay, I need to finish uploading this, and then we can play some games. I'll play like 1 or 2 games, or probably like 1 game, and then I gotta dip because Emily's gonna be home, and I have not seen my wife in like 4 days, basically. Like, literally, she came home last night. I felt bad, and you guys will understand this like at a later point in time, or if you have a wife or a partner, you might get it now. But like, I came home yesterday, or she came home yesterday, and I've seen her for like maybe 30 minutes in the last 4 days total. So she comes home at 11:30 and I have to be up, or she comes home at 12:30 and I have to be up at 6:30 in the morning to go teach kids. And normally, like, if I'm going into the office, I can tough it out. Like, I'll sit there and I'll talk for like 30 minutes and it just kind of is what it is. But when I'm dealing with the kids and like trying to get through the day, that shit's so hard. It's so hard. So like, I have to be strict with my sleep on it. And she comes in and tries to talk, and I felt terrible. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta go to sleep. Like, we'll talk tomorrow. So I gotta make it a point to make sure I'm hanging out with Emily tonight and spending as much time with her as possible. I also need to finish The Summer I Turned Pretty. David earning the couch night. Our couch is comfortable as fuck. And the worst part is, hey, Amax, how you doing? World celebration time, baby. I'm going to have the cake tomorrow, by the way. the cheesecake. I promised a slice of cheesecake for every single win that we have in the series, and I did not have one. All right, I don't think I had one over the Pain one. I don't think either the Pain series nor this one is worth like a full slice of cheesecake because it's the LTA South. No disrespect to them, but kind of disrespect to them. So I'm gonna eat one slice of cheesecake for both the LTA South teams tomorrow, and I'll post that. What did I need to look at my other. What did I do in terms of titling for these? I want this rivalry. It's not much of a rivalry. This is 2. Press drama makes me sad. I know. I'm trying to think of the right title for this. Like, I want this title to be like, the thumbnail's kind of sad, but I want the title to be optimistic of like, fixing the what are we up to tonight? Uploading this and then playing games. Optimistic title. Nope, can't help here. I know. I'm just not trying to be too negative because I've already like my video last week was a terrible week for NA, and even though this video is still like dogging on shit, like we need to fix NA League media and player content. We must improve. No. How to revive? Fixing the broken NA League media space and off-season player. Broken's like a very good league buzzword that I want to keep in here. I've got friends texting me about 100 Thieves. Jesus. Revive.
86. That's fine. That's good enough for me. I'm chill. That's good. I'll take it. Fuck it. Submit rating. Bang. Import from video. Bang. 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 10 a.m. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hallelujah. That's finally fucking uploaded. Let's see. Did the TikTok video pop or no? How'd TikTok do? 1,300 people just definitively. It's so sad. It's so sad that the second you talk about like just like Quid North America, the viewership is just like, come on. We can do it, North America. We can do it. You gotta lump it in with other things. I tried lumping it in with Europe and like that didn't work, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, so, oh no, I don't want to do that. That's uploading right now. I'm dumb. He is, but trying to make social media content pop is a whole different animal. Okay, we get to play one game. One game, folks. Yeah. No. There we go. Okay. One game, one chance to play. Let's get it. 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 All right. Is there anybody in NLR that wants to play? That's the question. Let me hop in Arena. Con can play. There we go. Let's play some flex. I'm trying to hit diamond and flex, Loki.
I can play here and some flex.
Hey, there we go. Beans can join too. All right, we got 3. If we can get more, we can have 5. But now I'm curious what DK fucking leaked in chat. Like what? Is it content? No, DK just said, scrolling up. Keep an eye out on something special you might enjoy. It sounds to me like content.
I would say content. Is he actually like involved with 100 Thieves?
He's the director of marketing. Yeah.
It could be like like
An apparel drop, something like that to celebrate,
or
maybe.
like a thank you to fans, like goodbye video.
Yep. All right, we got 3. Let's go. Let's get it.
Are you ready to wake up early next Sunday?
For golf, yeah.
Oh, I was talking about our teams playing next Sunday.
I don't want to.
I don't know why you're worried. Have you seen us? We give up like 400 yards a game, and
Which I mean is great because we just scored 48 on the Bengals, who also have a terrible defense. But like,
maybe Carson Wentz will get drink too much Guinness the night before, and you know.
maybe.
You guys are like one of the only games that was like. I mean, Indy was a blowout too, and I guess the Carolina game was a blowout. But like, you were impressively blowing them out.
I mean, the thing is, the Bengals also didn't have their QB, so.
Yeah, but you guys scored like 48 points still. That's just like.
Yeah, but it's against the Bengals. Their secondary's trash and always has been.
That's true.
Where's everyone's rank at currently? I don't know where Cons is at, but I know mine is Plat 123 LP.
I am currently Silver 2, but I don't play ranked very often anymore. I try to grind.
Yeah, I don't play much.
So Beans, what do you say you're going off tomorrow?
What do you mean?
In chat, did I see you say you're going off tomorrow?
No, I was like, I'm just really upset about the thing you said about the female interviewer not getting any players. Like that just bothered me.
I mean, I'm assuming she's been talking about the past because I don't think she's like doing things now. I don't think Cecilia is doing NA interviews now, but yeah, I mean, come on, is it really surprising that certain guys won't take an interview with a girl?
It's in some ways, I get it, but is it not
I don't
on
get
the
it.
teams
What the
to-
fuck do we mean we
is-
get it?
I don't mean I get it as in it's okay. I just like
Oh, like you understand why they're dumbasses and wouldn't.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but it's not okay that the teams allow it to not be like trainable.
I stand full hard on the head of the beast is Riot.
I mean, Riot could force them to do more, but I honestly think it's on teams in this situation. Like even if Riot
Somebody has to set up being a leader here, or else nobody's ever going to be a leader.
and this one I think has to come from the teams though. No.
Yeah.
No, I think Riot and the teams are the same way. If you give them an inch, they're going to take 10 miles. Not 1 mile like the saying is. They're going to take 10 miles.
I mean,
So
I
if you don't start at the top
agree.
of stuff, then nothing's going to change.
Honestly, this
I don't
series-
see how this isn't one for Riot to take. I think.
Have any thoughts on
No.
Kays because he is very young and I think he has a capacity to grow. I don't know enough about the LTA South to criticize nor compliment, to be honest. And he got his ass beat by Quid today, so like obviously, it's tough for me to sit here and say. Are there not fines for skipping press? No, because they probably hit their 3 interview quota. So what fine is there to give?
Is it 3 per split?
No,
Like three
three per day per team.
Like, I get the idea that teams need to be more, and that's good, but I view this kind of like a child, to where like you can keep telling the kid, like you can keep seeing like a situation where a kid doesn't do anything as like an outsider, and be like, well, yeah, the kid should be doing that stuff, but like that's also on like the parent's job and the one who's like the head of the ship to make sure they're doing it if they're not after so long.
Yeah. I
there's only one group here that can actually force things to get better. We can hope the teams start changing themselves and get better
fair.
on their own, but there's only one group here who can actually mandate something to get it better.
I just don't know if mandating, like, I get your point and I do agree to a certain extent. I just think you need active like media training from teams.
Yeah,
for players.
that's what I was gonna say.
Like that's my big thing is like the picture from I think it was 2024 I think Mark Z tweeting out like the first player meeting and them like doing the player briefing thing, and you see every single fucking player asleep in that meeting. It's like, oh, it's the most depressing shit in the world.
Yeah.
It's like you don't get it at all.
I also think too of like, and this is me playing both sides here because I'm not just gonna be so much anything too. It's like, I do think some of the creators default way too much to just a blanket interview as like that's the one thing you can get for a content piece.
Yeah.
When like if you look at like professional media for sports and other stuff, you can easily have a situation for the on-site media people. Like if they can get an interview, awesome. But you could have them, have an easy situation where like players are forced to answer like 5 minutes of questions on like a scrum or something.
Yeah, which I mean they do those for Worlds.
which is like the wild part. But, and I don't like.
I think, and I think they could like. My also thing too is like all I hear is like everybody's like, oh, they do 3 like. I think part of the problem is like the basics of media is like, oh, a player has to sit down and be interviewed for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. My thing is like, I don't know if, wait, doesn't media training just mean we get PR answers? No. So the definition of media training is like quite literally teaching players why media is important, why you need to do it, and like best practices. Like media training could be like informing that, or like having a TikTok representative come out, or like an agency that works on TikTok and specializes on TikTok content, explain to players some of the best practices for growth on the platform and things that they could be doing, and working with them and workshopping content to like get their brain flowing on like things that they should be doing on that front. That's media training. Like it's not just PR. PR is like, there's 2 sides to media training. One is like, making sure you know how to answer on camera, how to not throw your org under the bus while also, still taking accountability and stuff like that. And the other side, like legitimately, is like learning to use media and learning their intent, learning the purpose, learning why it's important, and like instilling in these guys like why you should be doing interviews, why you should be doing content all the time. Like that's a very important part of this whole process.
Should be reset queue. I can switch to like Phil. It's been like 8 minutes.
Sure.
I mean, I was going to say what could be killing us here too is a little bit of like the rank differences.
Yeah, the rank differences are probably eating us alive. But like beyond that, it's kind of tough. Like, I mean, the biggest thing that I want to see from players is I just want to see off-season content.
True.
Like, play some games on stream. Turn that into a YouTube video. Turn it into a TikTok. Talk about the headlines. Talk about the things going on. Like, don't just sit there and play games with no camera, no nothing, and not engage with people. Like, have conversations. Those conversations will lead to fun pieces of content that, guess what? Something gets said, and then all of a sudden, Dom's reacting to it. LS is reacting to it. You're growing in the media space. If you're willing to continue talking about it and, like, go on joint streams and, like there's... all this shit builds on top of itself. There's a reason...
the biggest one that... No, you can go.
I was going to say, the reason why Blippo dominates the headlines is because Blippo's the only one that does this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a few other people
inspired
over the years who have grinded, and like the issue for North America is North America Twitch category, like Twitch category itself is just dead. Like,
and that's the thing, is like you cannot rely on Twitch for growth. Like your growth platforms.
You also, I don't think, can rely on League of Legends for growth. You need to do a lot of stuff.
I still think you can a little bit. Like there's certain things that
you can do both.
I think you can do both.
I agree both. Yeah.
But like, I still think you can do like, reacting to like the Low Esports channel puts out a shit ton of content of like top 10 lists, Brox's top plays. Like, go watch it. Just react to it. Like, just reacting to that alone is more content than we've had in recent years. How expensive is it to have somebody do clips for you? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think any of these guys are making enough to really warrant that.
It isn't that I mean, by expensive for somebody to do clips for you, you don't need somebody to do clips for you. Any person can do it for yourself pretty easily. Like
yeah. Clips are one of those things that I will say, like, I'm sorry, I don't think you need a clip editor. If you want to do like high level gameplay stuff, fine, but none of these guys are necessarily trying to do that. Like, so what you want is a parasocial relationship with viewers and pros. That's what you need. It's what Cadro has. Like,
go ahead.
It's an healthy answer to it all. Like, it's unhealthy for the extreme side of it, but it's healthy because that's what helps you grow a connection.
and some I think Manimal said this earlier, or at least asking this earlier, is like, where is the Shopify player content with Ludwig and stuff? And I think that's a great example of where North America has failed as a region of like,
Yep.
these personalities even try to get involved, like are with their teams, or like they'll co-stream and watch it and stuff, but like you never see anybody that are big content creators push up their people as much. Like the one org I consistently bring back to is an org that has done things right, as you know, not in League of Legends but in another game, you know, in terms of like developing and getting people to actually like their pro players and everybody around, is Power from Oceania. Lachlan made it. They put out weekly one video a week that will include like Lachlan, will include Loser Fruit, sometimes will include like Laserbeam, 3 huge million plus subscriber YouTube channel people, as well as like some of their small, like 1 or 2 of their smaller content creators, as well as their pros. Like they just know that, hey, everybody needs to be involved, including the people at the top who are the people that are going to drag everybody up with them. Nobody in North America tries, at least in the League of Legends scene, tries to drag up. I think Optic does a great job in Call of Duty of dragging the bottom up.
They do. Because, like, I mean, you look at their thumbnails. Like, it is a lot of Scump. It is a lot of Shotzzy. But, like, they do incorporate the other creators in there to grow them up as well. They understand that you need to use the big names to grow the smaller names. And the whole system feeds in on itself. And nobody else has really kind of got that. My issue is when they do stream, it's too late. I just don't think streaming in general, especially on the league side, is going to work for people.
Nope.
It's just not. Like, it's not good, like, long-term content. It's a way to chill and talk to people, sure. It's a way for me to interact with everybody here. But, like, let's be honest. Like, is me streaming really all that entertaining of content? Conversations can be decent, but, like, it's not going to blow you up like that. It's not going to raise me streaming like this is not going to raise the popularity of things. What it can do is it can raise the popularity of, like, the low-budget LCS, potentially, and that gets more people playing, and maybe like that'll work. Like, that to me is interesting content. But like me just streaming Flex Q, not as much. We're just chilling, and that's what the majority of pro streams are like.
I think a missed opportunity is they actually this year just enabled Aegis as a tier 2 league, so now it's like officially part of Riot, and there's no reason that pros can't play in that in the off season, especially with NACL also now being in the off season.
Wait, they can?
A lot. I'm like, I can check if tier 1 pros can, but tier 2 pros definitely
if
do.
so, like, why the fuck
Yeah,
are
I can
we?
check. I can look into it.
Why the fuck are pros not going in and playing like off-roll tournaments like that?
Yeah, I can find out if they're allowed, because like my assumption is they can't, but if they are, it's stupid that they don't, because now you're allowed to as an NACL player. Previously you weren't, and now with it being an off season, there's like pretty much almost all NACL players will be in it.
No, but it builds fans for that player. I'm not saying it doesn't build fans. I think it strengthens. I think streaming in League of Legends right now strengthens your relationship with people that you genuinely already cared about. But the discoverability is not there. You're not streaming to blow up like this. You're streaming to get a clip, to then have that clip blow up so that people could recognize you and come in. Swap with you. Yeah, if pro players are allowed to play in tier 2, any pro that did not make it to Worlds should 100% be playing in that.
Let me see if I can find out.
The Medardas do not forgive or forget.
Alright, who do we got banned? Samira, Braum. Interesting. I have zero clue what I'm going.
Well, then I will pick the like all around, can play with any stage.
Let me see it. Okay. Perfect.
And I will say, if there's one thing I learned from watching so much pro play this weekend, because I had a bad sleep schedule, is if you're a support player, the first item you build is redemption.
Yes. Yes.
I'll be honest, most of the C9 people have been streaming most of the season.
They have. And that's my thing is like they have. It just has not made a difference. You got to keep doing it, but you got to find ways to innovate.
Yeah. I do wonder if one thing, I mean, is because you can't duo queue in high ranks anymore still, right? Is that still a thing?
Correct.
I do think that's one thing. Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking pick-wise. What do we think here?
Well, they want to get on top of you, so probably something that can make sure you get away a little bit.
I'm also going to have to get through a Galio, a Garen, a Leona.
I will trust your
I'll just go with Zaya, but I feel like
invitation to dance.
I really feel like I should have went like a Vayne. I don't know.
I was gonna suggest Vayne. I was thinking about it.
The only thing that I was worried about was like, how am I going to be able to survive? Like, do I have the
Yeah.
tools to survive? Which I don't think so. I don't
No,
think I'm going to have
that's-
the time to be able to put
Zaya's
out.
good.
And fuck me, bro. Jesus Christ.
No
Dude,
ADC
honestly,
is good here.
Both these team comps are extremely like meta and just team fighty.
Going in.
It's nature of content. You can do all the things here, and in the end, it still might not work. But every pro, in my opinion, should at least give it a try. Agreed. Like, here's my thing that I miss in the space deeply. I just want to hear players like do like old school vlogs. I want players to come out and like tell me what they thought about the last week. Give me your story, like what you think is like important going into the next season or like next week. The old Acadian vlogs, they might have been shitty quality, but they were still fun to listen to.
I think one thing that could help a lot. I don't think Riot will ever give it back because it was being like abused as like the duo queue and stuff at high ranks because it actually allowed players to like have somebody else they can bounce off of and as like a communication thing while they were streaming or playing. I don't.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta answer that from 3 different people just for confirmation. You are not allowed to play in Aegis if you're tier 1.
I figured that was going to be the case.
Yep, I asked a few different people for confirmation, and they all said you can't.
Yeah, so you definitely need to throw your own off-season tournaments and like mini events.
Oh, I have Samsung. Is this Ricardo have a Samsung skin?
Yes.
I have that skin too.
And there will be chromas coming out for it too. Fun fact, Blossom, an XT1 player, played for Tier 2 in Mexico, but they ran into a problem. 2 of the players were already imports. Someone... Coast Rica. Interesting. Someone explain to me why C9 is not pushing the Medios podcast on Spotify. They have the resources. That I don't know. From an org, that's unacceptable in my opinion.
Ooh.
From an individual like me, you know, please don't kill me. It's the best I can say. Because I'm also ripping a stream, which will cause me to edit, and I don't have the capacity to edit it further. And put it up on Spotify. If I had a co-host that decided to not get his wife pregnant, maybe that would have been a better option. But, you know.
30 seconds until
I'm one man doing a multi-man job.
Well, another man's full-time job.
Cool. Dave, did you see there's that 100 Thieves fan doing that photo card thing at Dallas?
Yep.
I was curious if you want me to grab you one.
Nah, it's not really my type of thing, and I don't have any space for shit.
No, you're good. I just wanted to ask.
Have you tried the new Spotify AI mixing? I have not yet.
Minions have spawned.
Can I just say how jealous I am of Kiki if they're still in chat next week, getting to go to the Oregon versus Penn State game?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
We're not gonna talk about that, are we?
It don't matter. They don't know. Unless they're watching the stream.
Be a problem.
I must know everyone.
I mean, it is good that they don't know that I did that, but
They mind
Yeah.
their decks. Like everyone in Noxus. Do I make you happy, Rakan?
Every day.
Chaos is the preferred state of nature.
oh, this is gonna be a tragic lane, ain't it?
Honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. I feel like we can't do too much just because the heals
Victors are
burn.
the sole authors of history. Time to write our chapter.
And once I get Q, yeah, Can's still gonna be alive for us, so it's not even that bad.
1 million followers. Don't feel bad. Magic.
Alright, there we go. I finally got W.
An enemy has been slain.
That's not that bad. I'll take that. But I got double buffs at least.
Everyone is depending on me.
Everyone.
Good trade.
An enemy has
What the hell is he doing? What's
If
he
that would
doing?
have caught, that would have been great. But
Never mind. I'm chilling.
They are hard to find.
He's dead. Not gonna talk about that.
That's alright. I'll take it.
No, Leo got the kill anyway.
I really hate anyone who's not me. Or Rakan.
alright, this should be able to kill some of the wave.
I am very big.
Oh, Jesus, you're 2-0. Holy fuck.
Yeah, they ganked me and we got them both.
Would you say you were dope
When our homelands are restored.
Yeah, big Dokes Rumble. I'm ready. And I got the double buffs off of it.
Of a Stein feather is a kingly gift.
Oh, hell yeah, this is one hell of a freeze.
Check Galio flash. I'll come back to him in a second.
I am big and chilling.
Someone to throw numbers at.
Alright, I'm taking it back. As someone that lost his league not only Not once, but twice. The LTA, while kind of a bad product in some ways, feels like a Coke and a Honda. Can't say I agree with that one, but you do you.
All women desire a Khan. Like they'd know what to do with him.
I'm chilling. The jungler's top.
He has no flash now.
Their jungler's top.
Yeah. Galio stops that too.
I'm winning. I'm coming.
Alright, we do have item advantage.
Yeah, I agree. I love you. I know. Try beam.
Ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Better win that. Oh my god, bro. Oh, he is
They
getting
gotta be
hard,
close to
yeah.
6.
I don't think so. I gave you a lot of solo XP.
Do you think we can get aggressive on this next wave then?
Yeah.
There goes my lead.
Good job.
Okay.
I ask if we can get aggressive and we get aggressive. You love to see it.
Rebellion puts the fire in my
Oh, there's some... Oh, he has Ignite. Oh. So I can push this.
What, Manimal?
Garen could be running. I would get it and then leave. I don't have TP though.
I don't know why we didn't burn that. I don't know why he turned to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Victor, I could have got out.
Victor is a bit questionable.
That was a nice vacation from the tedium. But nothing good can last, I suppose.
Alright, we take that.
Wait a minute, it's flex queue. Doesn't that mean the mid jungle queued up?
No,
Likely.
you can solo queue. You can solo queue flex.
I did not know people did that. Wow.
I
It's
mean,
clear that
Lightning
it's happening this game though. He is flaming the hell out of him.
Yeah, I'm 6 now.
Alright, we just gotta be careful.
he's dead.
Leona.
Remember the Afe waterfall? I'd like to
Yeah, man, he's not there.
Hello, Jinx. She went boots, so we still do have a power advantage on her.
Yeah, we have a huge
Mhm.
advantage. I think her flash is. No, it might be back up now. My flash just got back up.
Oh, they're all here. Oh,
Leo
Jesus.
stop side.
Am I out? Oh, I'm out.
I'm shoving this in, so we should be able to dive her if we want, or at least deny.
Talking to anybody about
Yeah, they're all top, so just... Alright, now it's worth it, because I didn't die. I just had a flash, but I made it out.
Sabotage takes patience.
I'm chilling. Leona's not there, she's still top.
That was pretty slick.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, there we go.
Nice. That's actually really, really good.
Wait, your titles are done.
Leona's dead.
Make it to Worlds and Texas? Yeah, I think that's fine. Solo flex because my normals MMR is fucked. Yeah. I think flex is fun to play, even solo.
I don't have ult. I don't want to take this.
Yeah, I was just walking up thinking that they weren't going to do grub, but they did.
Nothing is ever easy, but that was really easy.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing around with my ult up.
I'm coming back down, David. My ult's up in here in 5 seconds, so it'll be up whenever I...
Spiders are my spirit animal.
Wish you were going. I wish I was too, man. But I gotta work and job. Job has its requirements. Oh shit, I'm coming. I don't have flat. Oh shit, I'm trapped.
I don't have TP.
Oh, I thought that was coming to me.
Okay, cool.
I'm not saying that I somehow avoided that jinx like a miracle man, but like...
I don't know how the fuck that play just turned out that way, but I'll take it.
It's because the jinx saw me at
Oh
like,
man,
1
he had the
HP.
freaking. Oops.
Jinx saw me
That
at
ult
1
was
HP
almost up.
and just kept trying to get me at like max range autos. And then she threw her ult at me. Just again, wasting all of her attack abilities.
My feathers are priceless.
Jinx should back here. Yeah, she definitely backed.
Stand strong. Oops, you're bad.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Jinx is 100% gonna be back here soon.
Rendel's nearby as well.
I'm trying to push this so that I can TP down. He does not have TP.
Compromise. It's a pain.
Jinx is bad.
I'm just gonna run.
Oh,
I'm running down.
There's Jinx. 23 seconds until my ult, so I do have to play somewhat careful on this.
Enemy double kill.
Also,
Oh, nice, thanks.
I can't believe that didn't root. That's kind of wild.
I got the broken item. I got the broken item.
Hey, we got it. Well, that's huge. I got me back in because I kind of threw my lead a little bit.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's what they get for some coming from there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna back. I. Can I do it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But how much does it cost for me?
Karen's spot.
I'm
coming
going bot,
back.
and then I'll be able to rotate over. And all our beans win. I mean, I'm pretty sure we offered Beans a spot and he didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm too busy.
I don't think we can do anything here because we don't have you with beans. That's
Sometimes people die for a good cause, namely mine. That's why I'm an optimist.
They keep pushing up me.
What is bro doing?
Enemy rampage.
I was like,
If you can keep him there, I can get this tower.
Well, yeah, they're going straight to Herald.
Leona's top.
In that case, I'm getting tier 2.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Just stop them from backing, and I can probably get tier 2.
Untie that mystical knot.
Somebody backed right now. I think it might be
Jinx backed.
I hate flowers. Tiny skulls stuffed with twigs and
Oh, nice. Burning shit. No point. Second item on me. Oh, hello, Trundle. I don't know if Zinjal's gonna be able to make it there. I'm just gonna go mid. Try and get this mid tier 2 or tier 1. No, Zin didn't make it. Son of a bitch. I'm about to be here in mid when this fight pops off.
Maybe, maybe. Trundle. I'm fine. Garen priority target. Oh damn.
If you want to keep chasing that, you can. I'm not there.
Oh my god, oh they're so... Bro, they are so low. That was so close.
Oh, we still are gonna get. Yeah, we got a turret mid off of that. Might get a turret top off of it too. Dragons in 2 minutes, so. You know, if we were playing the LTA right now, they'd be telling us about how we were at the bloodiest game of the graphic that is like has to be mentioned every 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing the spot wave.
Just be careful, they own the river and summon over the way, just to give you some safety. Galio's here, Galio's here.
Oh, they thought.
They thought.
Almost dead.
Oh
they,
fuck.
They thought and succeeded. They thought and succeeded. Those guys succeed.
Alright, well, you know what? A win is a win. Oh, we gotta round that trunk or that pillar. That's nuts.
What are you doing? There's another one behind her too.
Victor's on a solo split push mission, so there's that.
I mean, do we give that?
I mean, I think I can be
Probably
there if
gotta
we can
give it.
stall him.
My ult will be on for it.
We can shred them just a little bit more. I'm on my way over here.
Oh, I got baited.
That was a fun playing Flex Q game. But
Yeah, the Victor's just a bit
in
know,
their
man.
own world. I think if Beans had his ult up, we would have turned that around easily, but his
Yeah.
ult was still on CD.
Does Victor have
That's true.
TP? Of course Victor has TP.
Yep.
Why wouldn't Victor have TP in that situation?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, see, I used my ult. I was almost good to Jinx. She was super low. I almost had it.
Ooh, I wasn't finished with these fools yet.
All right.
It irritates me. I was hard winning lane, and then it's just nothing matters.
It's fine. I'm about to have IE. Now Jinx probably has the third item at this point, based on that quadra kill. Wait, kill.
What is she do? What? I don't know about that one.
Pretty much third item. Damn. Victor's dead.
Here, I bang out with him
Yep.
until his ears.
Did Jinx her?
When I do that.
Wait, I was over her.
Oh no, this is a bad. I'm not here.
Okay, I mean, if they do that, it's.
I warned you.
That's
I
fine.
don't know if I had a TP, but I'll take it. Oh my god, what the hell are they doing, bro? I got back in the game.
Flex give it. Flex take it
They
away.
really do be like that sometimes. I still have my ult.
The Jinx is back up here in a second. Leon's also back up, but nobody else.
Jinx is dead. I got it with my ult. Okay.
There we go.
That's why I saved my ult.
Thanks for the dance.
No, we cannot.
Go up
end.
top. No, we go up top. Now Victor's pushing pays off. You're low. Oh my god, wait, he got fed. No, what the hell kind of game is going on, man?
Turns out Xayah was the correct pick, by the way. Oh. Yep, time to
Right
run.
now we out. Oh,
Time to run.
I got big money off that.
Why not ult when you see Galio go into taunt animation? Just because I think I can survive a Galio taunt.
If they
the
get
initial
soul,
bit of
it's yeah. If they get soul, it's not good. So we should be ready.
Like, my logic is I'm trying to save my ult for when I need it most, and there's like 5 different dive tools that are going to come at me. And a Galio taunt with nobody else around is not enough for me to burn ult, in my opinion. Especially when he's building like Thorin or Thornmail, Hallowed Radiance.
That does help that I got those too. Yeah, we just gotta be ready for the dragon.
Yep.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't even matter. Like in this game state, that actually doesn't even matter that much.
There's still 30 seconds until that.
Yeah,
We gotta
no,
push
we're
out while
just
we
waiting.
can. Yep, go ahead and grab this. We need to take everything. Can we push out this last mid wave? Oh, we're just gonna fight.
I got a big ult at least. Never mind, we're fine. Alright.
Can we push?
They only had Leo died there, so we should be careful a little bit.
Yeah. We have no ults. Do we just go back to drags? I don't know.
Yeah. Denying the soul is gonna be big.
He might just come to it and steal it.
I've got feather pullback with this and this. We do not. I
We just
outsmite
gotta
him.
burn it. We just gotta burn it.
I literally outsmite him, so we're fine.
It is a churning sea.
Alright, we're good.
Hang on, I have full item. Just let me back real quick.
Bored now.
I'm not walking up.
Alright, I am full crit. Like I hurt.
I'm out. I'm running.
An enemy has been slain.
Earth, wind, and fire.
An ally
Deal.
has been slain.
Gotcha.
Double kill.
Oh, Zen's just.
Yes, we go help.
Yeah. I'm here. I don't think they know that I'm here.
I'm TPing.
Alright, let's go bot.
I agree.
Mid wave will push on its own.
Talking to
We gotta go
people
bot.
makes me want to stab them. So I do.
No, they'll push mid with the Baron.
I mean, that's fine, but they can only push it out so far.
True. Alright, we have all 3 ults up. Leona's on the side. Leona's behind us.
Yep, go on, Leo.
Yeah. Good turn, good turn. Not sure what she was thinking.
I think she thought she would land an ult for once and didn't.
Yeah, but we like went back so we didn't get collapsed.
I think she didn't realize she was on board. Aaron's top right now, so.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Ooh,
Your
we're con.
team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Alright, we'll go mid. Help them.
I'm backing.
No, you got it. You're chilling.
An ally has been slain.
You got nobody on you.
Bro, there's
Hey,
3 up.
Aaron was just top of this backing.
This is why I don't try and fucking end. And that's why I don't listen to you.
Somehow Garen didn't take the 2 HP left inhibitor at full HP, when he's full HP and on
God damn it, come on. I don't think I could possibly do more damage than I have this game.
Death was nice and peaceful. Thanks for ruining it.
Alright, let's go. Let's close this out. Nice and strong. We got 30 seconds till that. I'm gonna grab us a team red buff. That way we got it, and then we end the game.
Yeah, we just need to not get caught.
Yeah.
And we need to... I mean, both objectives are coming up.
Solar flare down. Leona dead. Collapse over.
She's excited, so.
It's fine. It'll run
Tunnel
out here
flash.
shortly.
I'll go in.
Oh, hang on. We got Galio on us. Oh, what?
Yeah, he does that.
Quadra kill. Ace.
Huh? That's insane. Jinx with Chemtech Soul is not fun.
He went in at a very bad time.
They just get this now.
Yeah, we just got a turtle for a bit.
No, was that you beat TV and Beans? No, you give him false belief.
What the
Yeah, we
fuck
tried.
was that smite?
I don't know why he's up that far. But never mind, I'll just... Oh my god, bro, he had literally had 50 health, McGarren.
Oh, I couldn't. I was half a second for my E, and that kills.
Bro, the Garen legit had like 1 health. I ain't even joking.
Oh. Went up there after he like entered.
He didn't have to try, he didn't.
He didn't have to try, but we didn't have to both our solo laners TP up there just to do as well. Doesn't matter. It's not game. They're not ending here, so.
Oh, bro, I was half a second away from wiping them both.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
I am so sad.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
I just wanted to be buried and resurrected in this life.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Turbo shock rockets. Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Jinx down. Not that bad, honestly.
Here.
What up?
Are you streaming?
Yep.
Okay.
No one will block my path.
So, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
3-0, baby, 3-0.
The best team in the football league.
Exactly.
I'll do whatever needs to be done.
Dude, Mahomes can't buy a fucking catch right now.
How's Travis playing?
I don't know. He hasn't thrown to him once on this drive.
I saw apparently Travis and Andy Reid got into it a little bit.
Ah. A little illegal contact to bail Patrick Mahomes out of this 2-minute drill.
gonna shove this top wave then.
Dude, what was your defense on today?
They were back finally on their bullshit. It just took way too goddamn long for them to finally get there.
Violence is my favorite form of negotiation.
Oh my god.
They're gonna try and push this in.
Garen's not here right now. Galio might be in ult range. He might not be.
I feel like she's gotta try and go in on Victor. No, Galio's bot lane. He's not within range yet. Victor is playing with danger.
Leo's thing.
Oh,
Leo
that's Leo Flash. Yep, knew that was coming.
He's in the heal.
Yep.
An ally has been slain.
I'm going bot lane. Gotta try and heal off this wave. Or this. This works. Are we ready for one final stand?
Yes.
Try it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
No, I played so bad this game.
Has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Okay, cool.
There we go. 11 seconds until Elder.
Elder should be ours with Leo down.
I'm lucky to have you.
No.
They do melt it. My ult is back up. Oh, fuck.
They're so low,
I
bro.
got Jinx. How the fuck is that back up already?
He kind of, I mean, they're low. He holding it.
Is Victor build fucking AD? What's happening?
Never mind.
Damn.
That's on me.
No, it's not on you. We had a Victor that like refused the team fight. He actually has the advantage.
I don't want to know how much damage I did that game. I really don't. It's gonna scare me. Oh man.
That's why I'm not on the NLR. So.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can't help the Jin Zhao that just wants to go in
I-
stop if they see somebody.
Jesus, David.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts so much. I don't know if I've had a 94,000 damage game before and lost. I did triple the damage of Victor. Oh, God. That hurts to look at.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
stream. That's gonna be it for me. I got to prep for the wife coming home. Y'all have a great night. Be sure to catch our video on YouTube tomorrow. I'll probably be live. I don't know, because I've got the Ryder Cup on Wednesday. My family will be in town on Tuesday, and I think I'm going out with Emily on Monday. So I might not be online for a few days, but we'll see. I'll let y'all know. Y'all have a good night.